So what about the future? The possibilities are endless. You know, I myself have seen so many advancements and I've kind of almost been able to predict the kind of the next things because I've just worked in technology all my life. And you know, I predict that we will do incredible things in the future. That communication speeds, you know, bandwidths will get better and better, so that you'll be able to do super live 3D video with anybody in the world at any time, because the ability to send images through the internet will get better and better, and they'll find new ways of transmitting information and compressing it, and they'll find ways of storing more and more information on tiny and tiny pieces of hardware, and that'll just go on and on and on until we'll have the most phenomenal technologies and robots and then what about you know, space travel, and all these things are going to happen, and they'll happen because the humans have this desire to push the limits and to invent and to grow and to prosper, and I think that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Of course, but there are questions, you know, moral questions around inventions and whether we should. So it's not that the question isn't whether we can or can't do things, because I think we can. I think we'll find ways of travelling much faster, new energy prospects, and all of this will be great. But the questions are not going to be around whether we can or can't do things. They're going to be around whether we should or shouldn't, and what's our responsibility, what's our global responsibility with technological advancements. Now, what about cloning? Will they find a way about how to clone? We've seen films about this where somebody clones themselves. You know, will we find ways of cloning ourselves? Ooh, where did I come from? Who am I? Well, you might be here, but maybe I don't think it's right that you're here.
Clone?
Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't agree that we should be allowed to clone.
Well,
there's lots of
questions.
questions.
Can I take over? I'd like to tell everybody what I think. Can I tell everybody what I think? I've got
some
great
great
ideas,
because you know, I've been cloned.
I don't want you to have
the last
better
say.
ideas than him.
You're
He's
a clone.
talking about get him off. So I think I'd like to talk a bit.
There may be cloning,
So
but I have
because I think you're
technologies.
talkative,
Maybe
but
I can-
me too. So I'm going to be even more talkative because I'm a clone. So I'm a version 2.
Maybe with
I'm an
this.
improved version.
Maybe I can
So what are you doing?
put you up into a
What are you
box.
doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What?
And now that you're
Let
in
me
that
down.
box.
Let me down.
Out of my
Let me
way.
down. Let me down. Let me down.
Oh, I don't think I want to listen to you like that. I think maybe I will.
What?
Let me
what are you
change the
doing?
language to
Non,
French.
tu peux pas faire ça. Oh, mais c'est pas vrai. J'ai jamais parlé français.
Ah, bah,
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ah, j'entends rien.
Okay.
C'est quoi ce truc?
That sounds nice, but
Tu
I
veux
don't
parler
really
en
want to listen to
français?
you
Je
at
parle
all.
pas français.
You're on mute.
Je veux pas parler français.
Yeah, I think that's better. Well, now that you're on mute, I can get on with it. Talk to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, these are the issues. What are we going to do about it? Are we going to allow cloning? Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? What does it mean in spiritual terms to the gospel? Is it even possible? You know, there are just, you know, what about stem cell research? You know, there are so many possibilities. We can do these things. There's nothing that is outside of our possibility to do eventually, and there will be so many advancements in your time that will be incredible. I think that my children will be able to do space travel, and it will just be something usual in another 30 or 40 years. I mean, they're already starting to have these companies that will do space travel. It costs a lot of money at the beginning, but everything costs a lot of money at the beginning, but they will develop the technologies and the mechanisms until they can do it, and they can do it cheaper. You know, think back to the car, the invention of the car, how first of all it was expensive, and then Henry Ford developed the assembly line, and once he'd done that and perfected it, the cars were cheaper, and you know, things got more and more available. And look at the computers that started out with these multi-million pound supercomputers that now we can do the same job on a PC or a Mac. You know, that's how these things have advanced, and they will continue to advance, and they will get cheaper, and so that we all have access to technologies and things, and I hope in my lifetime, because I would love to go into space. I've always wanted to be an astronaut. That's just one of my dreams. So who knows? But my children for sure will do it. And I tell my children, you know, one of my sons is into science, and I said, I tell him, your job is to invent something amazing, because you can. and you'll have the ability to and the tools to do it. And so, come up with some fantastic new energy system that helps us get off of our dependence on oil, which creates all the problems it creates. Do something good, recreate photosynthesis in a laboratory. Do something like that, because you'll be able to do it. That's what I tell my children, because they will, and you will. And whatever careers you pursue, you'll see the ability to make advances and changes, and don't be afraid of change. But think about it. Think about our global responsibility in these changes. How does it affect the world we live in? How does it affect our climate? How does it affect the other species on the planet? How does it affect how families interact? The family unit. How does it affect our relationships with other countries? How does it affect how we deal one with another? And how does it affect the peace of the world? All of these are questions that we need to think about when we think about our global responsibility with all the incredible changes that will happen in the future. All right, I'll let you come down now. Oh, well,
I get to talk again. Thank you.
Time's up. So, have you got anything else
I'm
you'd like
back.
to say?
Hey. Well,
Say it to them.
be careful. Make good choices. Be responsible.
All right. Well, thank you. But we're done. But you are a good-looking guy. Thanks, everyone.